Welcome to Math with Huang. Today we're going to look at the quadratic formula. We use the quadratic formula to solve for the x-intercepts whenever you're given a standard form in the format of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now, it's important that you have your quadratic equation in the format of a standard form, because if it's not in this form, we cannot use the quadratic formula. So let's look at a couple of scenarios. Here you're given x squared plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. What's the value of a, b, and c? Because if you cannot identify that correctly, you're not going to be able to get the right answers using the quadratic formula. The a value is the number that's in front of x squared. So for the first example here, there is nothing in front of x squared. Well, that's wrong. There's actually invisible 1 in front of the x squared. So the a value is equal to 1. The b value is the number that's in front of the letter x. So if you kind of like separate this into 3 terms, the b value is the number in front of the letter x, including the sign. So in this particular case, the b value is plus 4. What about the c value? Well, the c value is the number that's all by itself, again, including the sign. So for this particular case, the c value is equal to -5. So we get a equal to 1, b equal to 4, and c equal to -5. What about this one on the right? Again, the a value is the number that's in front of x squared. So the a value here is going to be 2. The b value is the number in front of x, including the sign. So -3 is the b value. And the c value is a number all by itself. So it's a positive 7. So a is equal to 2, b is equal to -3, and c is equal to positive 7. Now that you know how to correctly identify the letters a, b, and c, well, let's try the quadratic formula. So here we have 3x squared minus 7x plus 2 equal to 0, and you're asked to solve for the value of x. We're going to use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula stands at x equals -b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Many times I will do this. I'll put in a bracket anytime I see a letter. This way it ensures I'm going to include all the signs correctly. Then I'm going to find what's a, b, and c in this particular scenario. A is what's in front of x squared. So a in this case is equal to 3. What's b? Well, b is the number that's in front of the x. So this case is -7. The c value is a number all by itself. So it's going to be positive 2. And now I'm going to put all those numbers in one by one. Minus b, well, b is -7. Plus minus the square root of b squared, well, that's -7 squared. Minus 4 times a, that's 3. Times c, that's 2. All divided by 2 times a, that's 3. You have a -7, that's going to give you a positive 7. Plus minus, and then here, what's inside the square root? If you're allowed to use the calculator, I'm going to ask you to type this whole thing in the calculator all by itself. That way, you're not going to make a mistake with the signs. It's easy to make a mistake with the signs. Make sure you put a bracket around it, because this is always going to give you a positive number. -7 squared will give you 49. 49 minus 4 times 3 times 2, that's going to be 24. So you're going to get 25 inside the square root, all divided by 6. So there are 2 x-intercepts. The first x-intercept is going to be 7 plus the square root of 25 over 6. The second x-intercept is going to be 7 minus the square root of 25 over 6. Now, square root of 25 is 5. So the first answer is 7 plus 5 divided by 6. That's 12 divided by 6, which is 2. The second solution is going to be 7 minus 5 divided by 6. That's going to be 2 over 6, which you reduce to 1 over 3. So the two x-intercepts for this particular quadratic function, or the zeros, are 2 and 1/3. Here I have a sketch of y equal 3x squared minus 7x plus 2. And as you can see, the two x-intercepts are 2 and 0.33333, which is going to be 1/3. Well, let's look at another example. Now, can we use the quadratic formula right away here? Well, the answer is no, because this is not in the standard form. You have to make sure your equation is in the format of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0 before you can sub into the quadratic formula. So whenever you get a question that's not in that format, what you have to do is you have to expand and simplify. So in this particular case, we're going to expand the brackets on the left. We can do FOIL. We can do perfect squares. This is going to be 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. I want to make one side equal to 0, so I'm going to bring the minus 2x to the left. So that's plus 2x. That's going to equal to 0. Collect like terms. I'm going to get 9x squared plus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, this is in the perfect format. The a value is the number in front of x squared. So that's going to be a 9. The b value is the number in front of x with the sign. So it's going to be a positive 8. The c value, again, is a number all by itself, including the sign. So here, that's going to be a positive 1. So a is equal to 9, b is equal to 8, and c is equal to 1. Now we can sub into the quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. So what's b? It's an 8. 8 here. 4 times a times letter c, all divided by 2 times a. So you're going to get negative 8 plus minus. That's going to be 64 minus 49. No. Why is it 49? 36 is what I meant. All divided by 18. So this is negative 8 plus minus square root of 28 divided by 18. So two x-intercepts. The first one is going to be negative 8 plus square root of 28 over 18. Second x-intercept is going to be negative 8 minus square root of 28 over 18. Now we actually have to simplify things like this. When you have a square root of 28, it can be written as square root of 4 times square root of 7, which means this is equal to 2 root 7. So we can simplify it and write this as negative 8 plus 2 root 7 over 18. And because they are all even numbers, you can all divide this 3 terms by 2. So factor out the 2 and cancel. The final answer would be negative 4 plus square root of 7 over 9. And the second answer would be negative 4 minus square root of 7 over 9. So that's how you use the quadratic formula. Thank you for watching. Bye.